seriously, but
You can always add more to a painting, but you need to
especially in the red.
realize that the painting's already been done.
Like, at what day and moment was I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Right.
I wish I
feel like
could
I
go
need
back
to
and
learn how to
that
sing.
son of a bitch in the dick.
Huh?
I feel like
Whatever
I need to
somebody's
learn how to
going
sing
through,
with
like,
these mics.
Even like
Yeah, right.
even the little things are things that like progressively get bigger. Like there's ways around it. There's ways to like go through it. There really
Oh, that
is.
sucks that they can't hear this on the live.
Everything has a consequence.
The intro.
Everything
Oh, yeah.
changes.
Yeah. That's the only thing that
Every
sucks.
decision that you
should
make.
put it out in the.
I could if I put up some
This
of my big
is
speakers.
me versus me.
Yeah, that'd be intense. That'd be really fucking intense. But
Kind of want to start where we're going to talk about.
yeah. So like I was just explaining to everybody that's watching on live, because we are live right now. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna try and navigate a little bit through some of what Charlie would have liked to have. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say what he should have or wanted to accomplish, because I think what he wanted to accomplish is what needs to happen right fucking now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Well, like I said, I wanted to process. I wanted to give it some time to try and let my mind settle on everything that happened. It's crazy, like we were talking about, to feel so intensely about somebody. For one, I'm going to be completely honest with you, that I kind of barely followed. I followed because it was interesting, and it was, I mean, the shock value that it offered online is entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm not huge into politics. He said a lot of stuff, a lot of necessary stuff that people didn't want to hear. So people and people call that what do they call it? Like they translate shit that you don't want to hear. They translate that into negativity or hateful speech or whatever the fuck everybody wants to call it, you know. And really, at the end of the day, it's just shit that you maybe don't want to hear.
Yeah. I mean, I followed Charlie already maybe 3 years, and because I wanted to know a little bit more about politics. What's
Right.
going on in the political world?
He offers a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, he did have a lot of knowledge, a lot of stuff like you said that nobody really wanted to hear because it was too close to home.
Right.
So I started following him. Oh my bad, I forgot the page down there.
It's okay.
I've been following him, like I said, for a while now, and also he spoke at one of our events, the company I'm with, and I mean he spoke nothing bad. He spoke about capitalism, about being capitalism being the one system that anybody can become somebody in that system,
Right.
You know, and he also said he was a big patriot.
He was a big patriot.
A big patriot, and that's where one of the things I really liked about him, because he's very, very patriotic, and a lot of people these days are not.
Now, I feel like it's fair. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go.
I was thinking about what I just said after I said it. To be completely transparent here, we talk about a lot of the shit that he was saying was a lot of shit that people didn't want to hear. People didn't want to face problems that people didn't want to deal with because they either live in some fucking fantasy land or they live in this fucking world where they think everything's going to be perfect. But the other side of the shit that he did offer, I'm going to say was, half of it is, there was a compilation of his personal views as well.
Yeah, of
and
course.
I'm not saying that was wrong. I'm not saying that's wrong, but the beauty of what he was trying to accomplish was that we don't have to agree with his views, and we don't have to resort to what the fuck we resorted to. And I just wanted to make that clear. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that everything he said was 110% fucking correct, but the beauty of what he was trying to accomplish was that we can have that fucking conversation.
Exactly. So what he wanted, even you, like me and you, if we have different opinions, he was the same way, like with people, like on the opposite side. He wanted to sit down to see what's on your mind.
Right.
And I mean, if you've seen the videos, that people were like yelling at him, screaming at him, and he was nice and composed, and and doing his thing, but people would just get mad at him because, I mean, yes, he did say some stuff that nobody really wanted to hear because a lot of people are stuck on their own mattress,
Right.
or their own pillow, or their own little world.
Right.
And he did say a lot of controversial stuff, but like you said, like
He did.
it's stuff that people are not informed about, or they don't want to know about it.
Right.
You know, I know he said a lot of stuff about Islam, a lot about immigration, a lot of that stuff. But some of that stuff, if you look in some certain parts of the country, it's happening.
It's happening right now.
It literally is happening right now.
Yeah.
Like you go to Dearborn, Michigan.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like an American city, you know. And he talked about stuff like that because if you look at other parts of the world, there is some really bad stuff happening right now, and people are not informed about that. You know, I don't know if you know what's going on in Germany, France, Italy, Spain, a lot of the European countries that are accepting a lot of these illegal immigration. Like they don't look like the normal countries that we heard about.
But
you know?
but I'm not educated. Why? Because just like you, we live in this fucking pillow land of America where we have all this fucking freedom.
Yep.
One of them being conversation. And we don't see this shit. So until you're willing to sit down and educate your fucking self or listen to somebody who fucking might be and have that conversation, nobody's ever going to fucking know.
Yeah, exactly.
But throwing a fit about it is not going to fucking fix anything. It's not going to change a goddamn thing. And especially resorting to fucking violence isn't going to change a goddamn thing. What now? Now you just offered yourself no education because you were angry.
And
good fucking job.
And exactly. And then now you attack somebody that it's a moderate that's super friendly, and it comes down to politics that he's right in the middle.
Right.
That like I said earlier, we were having a conversation that he was the person in the middle holding back the lions.
Yeah.
Like the people that Charlie was like, hey, it's okay.
And people, yeah, dude, he was for sure fucking keeping the gate shut. And for the people that would get so angry and out of control so fast, nobody gave him the chance to have an opposing view. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody ever gave that opportunity. And the people that did, you know, bless you for having the patience to have that conversation because it's so important. But there's a majority of them that didn't. And obviously, I don't have to tell you what the end result was.
Yeah.
And you're fucking right. And what it's going to come down to is a bunch of people that are now, I'm not going to use the word angry, but there is a handful of people that are fucking really angry now. And
very angry.
Very angry. It's gonna be difficult to navigate through what's gonna happen next now because now you got a lot of people that want to take action in their own hands and they're tired of fucking listening. They're tired of watching and waiting, right? And I get it, I do. But now is the part where we, as a country, for one, the freest country on this fucking planet, have to really, really pull it together. Because now this next step is going to be the most crucial step that happens. We have to be able to fucking keep it together right now. Do you really think Civil War is going to fix this?
Oh, no.
Do you think anybody's prepared to deal with what comes after Civil War? Is that a world that you want to fucking live in?
Look what's going on in Nepal right now. Do you know what's going on in Nepal? It's chaos. The politicians were so corrupt that the people say, F it. Let's take over the whole country. They killed 100 politicians. Something like that. I was reading they killed 100 politicians. They drag them out of their political houses and they beat them up with rocks. They hung them. They did everything to them.
Do you really want people handling their shit on their own? Because I fucking don't. I don't know if you're ready for it, but I'm fucking not.
People can barely take care of themselves.
Right.
So it's one of those things. Is like, violence is not going to solve anything. I mean, I know people say, "Oh, let's do this, let's do this." It's like, dude, like you barely know how to box. Like, you want to go against an army? You want to go against an opposition party that has more guns than other militaries around the world? But it's like it's not going to solve anything.
Waking up people by educating them was the most dangerous game he could have played. But it was the most crucial move that he could have made. Because, again, violence isn't going to fucking do it. And we're outgunned on every fucking angle, by the way. And yeah, we can get into the whole other conversation about what you really believe our government is up to and situational design and shit like that. That's all fucking different angles and different shit. But he was waking people up to what's really happening right in front of you and the bullshit that you're getting subjected to and being taught, right? These people are molded by fucking false idealism and being separated by doing that.
So one of the reasons why he was going to these colleges, and of course it was all like different political views, right? But also, he was very strong in his faith.
He was very strong in his faith.
Super strong on his faith. And a lot of people did not like that.
Right.
You know, I see a lot of videos of these young people where like, Charlie, help me get closer to God. Help me get closer to Jesus. And and they you could tell in their eyes they're destroyed because the one person that helped them out to maybe they were going through some type of depression, some mental breakdowns or something like that. This person that they didn't know, but because they met at a rally, told them, "Hey, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
just follow Jesus." And boom, and like their lives changed forever. I saw this video of this young lady. It said before Charlie, and she was all she looked like an emo girl, face what's it called, piercings, color hair and everything. And now she has a beautiful family with a husband, married, because Charlie told her that, hey, there is something out there for you, and your life can change through Jesus. Right. And her life changed.
Now I'm gonna. It's gonna be annoying by the end of this podcast. I'm gonna have repeated this so many times, but I'm gonna keep fucking reminding, for me, for you, for our listeners, that his views, those views, are beautiful. Maybe people are not religious. Maybe that's not shit that they wanted to hear, but that's the fucking beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's the fucking beauty of his opinion and his view. Awesome. What do you have to do with it if you don't like it? It's not my thing. Done.
Yep.
Right?
It's as simple as that. If you don't believe in the views that he has, cool. Change the channel.
Right. It's fucking...
Scroll to the side, whatever.
You know what? I took time and tried to fucking... I wanted to have this podcast, not fired up, and it's not working. It's not fucking working.
It's not going to work out the way they want it.
I'm losing my ass. I'm losing my ass right now.
No, it's just good because you're passionate about it, man. It's stuff that we need to hear. We need to talk in our own communities, because if we go out in our own community right now, we're going to get in trouble, because we're going to do something that it's not involving talking.
Well, now, like I said, he wasn't somebody that I followed actively. I watched. I was aware. I knew that he was a big figure, everything like that. But now one of the things that I'm honestly a little bit fucking peeved about was because now they decided, since they were going to be fucking angry about it, you took away my ability to get educated now. Now, because I'm not into politics, and nor am I'm not a hugely religious person. I'm a pretty fucking open-minded guy. But now because people want to get mad, I don't get to learn anything because you had a hissy fit.
Now you're going to learn from somebody more aggressive.
So you took away somebody's ability to fucking have an opinion, and also everybody else's ability to have education when I chose to. So that's a whole new fucking chapter that I hadn't thought about until right fucking now. That's dope. So now I'm going to be just as uneducated as the fool who fucking shot him. Great. Not literally, but now I'm speaking out of anger now, and that's not cool. I'm getting a little fucking out of line, and that's not great.
His messages were, a lot of his messages were very positive. Like I said, when he spoke at our event, I think 2 years ago, I mean, he had 12,000 people standing up for him. Mm-hmm. Majority of those people were Hispanic. About 50-something% of the company is Hispanic. Mm-hmm. They were all standing for him because he had a lot of the same views of a lot of the Hispanic community. Mm-hmm. Family, God, capitalism. A lot of our families come from different countries. There have socialism and all that stuff that didn't work for them. That's why they made them come over here. But everybody in that company is very successful. So to see somebody preaching about the same values that they believe in, people supported them.
See, this is interesting because I'm learning something. I'm learning stuff about you because I'm learning stuff about you. I mean, I'm going to, as long as we're sharing this space.
Just don't fall in love, and then you're gonna.
It's not gonna happen.
Perfect.
But one of the things about you and me, this is beautiful right here. Is you're expressing your faith, right? Mm-hmm. This is something I wasn't.
And I was raised Catholic, right? And I'll say it, Catholic, the religion, and it's probably gonna piss some people off, probably my family, but I don't care. I can't comprehend being Catholic. I go to a Catholic church and I'm like, I've heard the same thing since I was a kid.
Right.
It doesn't comprehend with me. So I go to a Christian church and then I'm learning more about God through Christian church because I can actually understand,
But the beauty of you and me sitting here today having this conversation is like I said, I'm not particularly a religious guy.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, same here, I'm not.
but we're still fucking meeting in the middle right now.
Yeah.
And we're still both willing to talk. And that's just it at its fucking core, right?
Yep.
Without that fucking ability, without that open-minded opinion, what we do, are you just gonna shoot me? It seems like a really fucking hat. It seems like a really fucking shitty way to resolve a problem. You know, I don't know. Maybe
It's because like I said, like that guy that shot Charlie. I started to learn a little bit more about him, and people are saying, "Oh well, his parents were pastors, or conservatives, or Republican." He was too. And, I just found out that he was dating a transgender person. They were living together in a transgender.
allegedly,
supposedly.
right, allegedly. That's what
That's
everything
what
says.
that's what it's coming out.
Yeah.
You know, there's more stuff coming out. You
Right.
know, and right away people start pointing fingers and all this stuff about what's going on, and let her know really what's the big picture, right?
Right.
So that's where we're like, what's going on? Right away people start posting things and start saying things about things that they don't really know about just because so and so from Fox News or NBC posted, this is what they just found. Or
I would really truly disagree with the way that they're, things are going to get dropped for hateful purposes.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what's going to happen here. Is you're going to see opposing views from opposing sides, and people are going to start spewing shit just to make deeper cuts.
oh yeah, definitely.
That's really what we're going to see. So I have to be completely honest with you when I say that I'm really just not going to stand behind a whole lot of that.
Yeah,
because it's not my personal thing,
Yeah.
I disagree with the fact that they released that. And I hope, it's not that I hope it wasn't real, but maybe it was real, maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna find out the next couple of weeks.
it was just crazy for that to drop today. I was like, why the fuck? It's like that's unnecessary. You're going to raise hate right now. We don't need that of all the fucking times. But you're right. And that was crazy for me to see.
I saw that. I was like, that was a little too fast.
That's a bit abrasive, don't you think? Yeah.
But it's like wow, like.
Yeah.
But that's the point again, right? So it's like that's where Charlie was like put people right in the middle. Like, hey, let's talk. Let's have this conversation of what what's your point of view? What are you thinking?
Right. Now, it irritates me to say this, but like I said, I'm going to challenge our conversation today for you and for me. The way that some of the conversations turned. Now, he's human, right? He was still a fucking human, man to man. And him reacting sometimes to people spewing that shit at him could have come off a little fucking aggressive.
Oh, yeah, and of course they're going to do the clips and they're going to cut this. And
That's
that.
another thing, too. Okay. That's a fucking better point is maybe I just seen the 1 in a million instances that they show you online because it's shock value.
Yeah.
But those things, he's human. I'm not making an excuse for him. But he is fucking human. What do you think? He's just going to sit there and be calm for every fucking person that wants to hate on him? I would have lost my shit a long fucking time ago. So I can't fucking blame him. But given the opportunity, he was always willing to have a legitimate conversation with caring words, if that was the conversation. If that was placed in front of him.
I mean, he went to hundreds and hundreds of campuses to talk to different types of people.
Across the nation.
And that's one of the biggest things about Turning Point is that they went out all over the place to have those conversations with people. And,
I loved witnessing somebody try to compassionately help people open their eyes. It was beautiful in the clips that I did see happen.
Yeah, and there's some videos, there's some clips where he is talking to somebody, and this person, you can see right in their eye, in their face that their opinion that they had about what they were believing at that moment.
Yeah,
and it changed because of Charlie told them, think about this and think about that, put them together. Mm-hmm. What do you think? And in their mind, they're like, oh crap,
yeah, shit,
you're right.
Yeah, my fucking blinders are on.
Yeah, I am getting screwed at a university.
But also, it's not fair, and it was working well against him. But like you said, when we're fed so much shit on the internet, and this is all we fucking see is this goddamn phone, or even on the fucking news, which I don't watch anymore. I've caught myself multiple times getting sucked into it, dude, and my opinions of certain things started shifting, and I've had to have the conversation with somebody, and they're like, those things don't happen, but like once every fucking great moon, and all you're saying is the same clip repeatedly, and it's just, that's a big part of what the fuck the problem is. And that is so far outside of our control.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they're like, "Oh, I heard he's this, and that." And I was like, "Where'd you see this from? Like, that doesn't sound like him. Like, you're describing somebody else that is completely different."
Right.
And then they show me the video, and it's this dude that I know for sure he was paid by the opposite party to talk bad about certain people in different parties, and I know for sure it was one of these Spanish influencers. And he was talking so much crap about Charlie, and it didn't seem right because I know what type of person that he was, but he was just bashing him. And I told this person, well, look, this is not. If you really want to know more about him, here, go to this website, and you're gonna learn a little bit more because the clips are actually the big videos, and they're just little clips and stuff like that.
I love being able to find context like that too, because it's so important.
Yeah.
I wish that I would have had the opportunity, and I guess I still can. I mean, I guess you're right about the internet, but I wish that I would have had the opportunity to understand more about what I'm trying to speak on, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel out of line. But like we were saying when the podcast started, dude, what the fuck shook the planet like that? Like, what was that? Because it wasn't a normal, like, something shook from heaven to earth.
I still feel it. Like if you guys feel it too, like commenting on the screen, I felt this energy in that. I'm just like,
what? And like I said, dude, going to work the following days, like work just felt like I'm wasting my time. What are we doing here? This is not important right now, which sounds ridiculous to say, but it like whatever the fuck impact that was for somebody like me who wasn't completely engulfed in that world, because I'm not. That's not my place. I'm a fucking tool, dude. I watch football. I drive tow trucks. I'm not fucking political. I'm not anybody special, but
what's his name? Tim Allen.
But it shook my world for some fucking reason, and I could feel it.
I feel it too, man. Like I say, I'm not in that world at all. I do come in and out, and just to see what's going on. I like to be informed, but I feel it. I talked to a few people, and they're like, "Do you feel it?" Like, and then I saw this video. This lady, it was like this scientist. I don't know what she was doing, but she showed a chart of the heartbeat of the world, like the planet, and there's certain frequencies that go throughout the planet, and something happened that day that the frequencies change.
You're gonna make me put on my tinfoil hat for this one,
bro. I was fucking boom. Let's go. I went into it, and
is that real? That's
supposedly, yeah. The planet has a heartbeat. Supposedly, I don't know.
Well, I'm more familiar with the way you were describing it before.
But for the frequencies, I do believe in the frequencies, because if you listen to certain type of music, the frequencies kind of make you feel a little bit different, right?
You can inhibit certain sounds to make you feel a certain way. That's a real fucking thing.
So like when people listen to EDM music, that's why they're all hype and happy. It's just because that music feels you a certain way. And then you're listening to like dark emo music, whatever what it's called. You feel sad and depressed, and certain songs give you that frequency, right? Mm-hmm. And so this lady was showing the different frequencies. She was saying that, I don't know if it was a generic or a synthetic frequency that was pushed into the world that made everybody just, because we're not the only ones feeling like that. There's people across the other side of the world that are feeling the same way.
Yeah.
And they're mourning this man that nobody knew but only through videos, but they're feeling the same way that we do. I didn't know the guy. I just know him from the videos and saw him one time in person.
Same thing.
But I feel a certain way where it's like, why do I feel so sad?
I've seen everything, good, bad. I've got the general gist of who he was as a man and as a husband, but I don't know anything about, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, all I know is the stupid bullshit I've seen online that try to fucking bury him, for one, because most of his fucking videos do. But then it just shook the fucking world in a way that all I know is what I felt, just like you. I don't know shit.
So I'm just gonna just go and say it. I saw this video. It dates June 15, 2025. Okay, this gentleman, I don't know if he's a pastor or wherever he is, but he was predicting a killing a pastor or somebody of influence.
Right.
He said that this gentleman that it's gonna get killed, is gonna be the shot heard around the world. And I'm watching this video, and now when I find it, I'll say this. You can watch it. He said that this person of influence, and he said it was a pastor or somebody of influence in the church, that him getting shot, and it's going to be the shot heard around the world. So what happened right after he got shot? What were people saying? There's a shot that was heard around the world. I saw a few things, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, and then I go back and look at that video, and he said, yeah, he was saying somebody was going to get shot, that it was a high influence in the world, that it's going to shook the world, and everybody's going to feel a certain way.
It's crazy, dude, because like every time something shitty like this happens, we are able to focus so much more on. For one, obviously everybody likes to jump straight to the fucking theories, right?
Yeah.
That's everybody's ball game, which I don't really care one way or the other. I entertain them because I'm also, just like everybody else, trying to figure the fuck out. That's happening with this, but not as much as the overall attention that it happened is getting. Like, the stupid shit is still relevant, and people making up their own theories and blah, 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 and this and that. But the focus on the fact that it happened is so prevalent everywhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's the first time, well, at least in my lifetime, that something that of the attention of that magnitude has been placed on a situation like that. It's crazy. I don't know. Like you say, there's no other way to put it, man. Like, it rocked the world. It was one shot, which is wild, and it was heard everywhere.
Yeah.
People around the world are not okay with it, and it's
Like, I saw a video of people in New Zealand or something like that, where there was a lot of Pacific Islanders. They're doing the
haka.
The haka.
I've seen like 17 videos of those.
Bro,
they're across the world doing the shit, dude.
I've seen people in Korea.
Yeah.
Japan.
People everywhere paying homage in their own way. And it's like, goddamn. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't say that today. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. But, yeah, dude, there's people across the fucking world paying tributes in their own way.
And I know people are going to say, well, what happened to the shooting that happened in Colorado? Yes.
Also important.
Important.
Yes.
It's horrible. I don't think any kids died. I'm not sure.
Two and the shooter
Committed suicide, right?
Yes. So
it's horrible.
Equally as tragic.
It's horrible.
You can't. It's apples to oranges. There's no comparing the two. First of all.
And then also those two politicians that I guess they got shot or something like that.
Yeah, there's so much shit that's happened this
but,
month.
But and that part and those two politicians, people were just saying, "Oh, they got shot," but nobody really saying anything. If you look into it, you'll find out why. Because it wasn't somebody from the opposite party that did it. It's somebody within their own party that did it. So it's just crazy, and it's very important. Yes, guns don't kill people. It's the people that, I hate to say it, yes, some people are very knowledgeable about guns, but I mean,
past this point, I really don't have any grappling on what the foundation of the problems are. You know what I mean?
There's something behind that's pushing certain things, certain events to happen, to push people to a certain belief to stop certain things. I don't know if it's the government, I don't know if it's a corporation or people or whatever it is, but there's a narrative that's going on, that's happening, that's pushing certain events to happen for this. But I honestly believe, because the way everybody's feeling, it's also a spiritual warfare that's going on. Something deep, dark is happening, and there's certain parties, certain religious beliefs that are happening that it could be, because we all feel it.
Yeah, everybody knows. That shit is sideways right now.
It's crazy what's happening.
This world is an insane place.
Like, and people say that they don't love Donald Trump or whatever, but there is a pastor that he said that there was going to be a president that God was going to go through him, even though he wasn't a follower of God, but he was going to go through him because he had a certain way. Something. It was just something along, and I was like, shit, that sounds like fucking Trump. Like, and yeah, some people don't like him, some people hate him, but
Well, even at the fucking beginning, him getting elected to be the president of our nation, again, I'm not picking sides. I'm not doing that. This is not what this episode's
No,
about.
it's not.
But him, a professional businessman getting elected to run our nation, was already fucking wild.
it was a joke. He says, "I'm gonna run,"
It was kind of a fucking joke
because
dude.
Obama would like push him to it, you
Yeah.
know.
And it happened.
And then out of nowhere, boom, he's the president. Like, oh shit, okay, what's gonna happen now? You know? Like,
Yeah, and then shit just carries on going sideways, which is, I don't know, man. This thing shook it up. This thing shook the dice, and now I don't really know. I personally don't know what to expect. I don't know, man. And again, like we were talking about in the beginning, people aren't prepared for the consequences of what they're asking for. Nobody fucking is. I could tell you that right fucking now. I'm not prepared to deal with the consequences of what people are asking for. None of it's good. None of it's fucking good. And not only that, but none of it's going to be a world that I want to live in. Not from the beginning, not to the fucking end.
That's one thing that I heard from this gentleman, and he said, make sure you're healthy, make sure you're physically fit, make sure you know what you're doing with the gun, because you could be anywhere and it can happen.
You know, this is kind of a sidestep, but I'm gonna continue on the conversation about surviving if anything were to go fucking that far bad. Like people are threatening. Like, I'm not wrong for thinking about the consequences of what people are threatening, right? That's normal.
Yeah.
Okay. So we as humans are designed to be more powerful together. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm glad we agree on that. So when you start talking about not everybody, when you start talking about these people that have their own prep plans, right? I'm going to use that word and that's going to fucking raise hairs, whatever. But people that start talking about surviving things and instances and shit like that. And everybody's got their own plan for this kind of food and this kind of shelter and this kind of this and this kind of that. None of which are sustainable on their own, by the way. None of them. I don't care what meat you think you're going to have. I don't care what kind of farm you think you're going to have. One form of sustainability will not keep you alive. Not only that, but let's talk about the world that you're trying to survive in, because there's not going to be anything left if we get to that point, right?
Yeah.
People start talking about nukes, and if we do have fucking civil war, then nobody's going to be willing to help each other. It's going to be, I'm going to shoot you and take your food. There's none of these are going to be a world that you want to be a part of. We are designed as humans to work together. You have special skill sets that I don't have. I have special skill sets that you have. We can survive together if we work together. I don't understand why everybody wants to be fucking lone wolves and cause damage everywhere they go just so they can, steal shit? Or because they think they're being top dogs or whatever the fucking case is. But you need to pull your head out of your fucking ass, because it doesn't work that way. There's 7 fucking billion people on this planet. You think you're just going to be able to walk through it alone if shit goes sideways? Guess again, stupid, because it's not going to work that way. Whew. Go ahead.
Let it out.
I'm good. It's fucking frustrating, dude, that people are so fucking ignorant. What good do you think you're going to do on your own?
You think they're going to be a Starbucks open when Civil War happens, you know? And
I'm just really not wholeheartedly understanding where people think that things are going to go. If it comes down to a fucking world that we have to go by and get by trying not to shoot somebody that day because I want a fucking piece of bread, I don't want to be a part of that world. I'm fucking bouncing. We are not supposed to be separated this much.
we're tribal people.
We are people that are supposed to be together. Humans are. I feel a goddamn connection every fucking day of my life. And I think it's stupid for anybody to deny that. The day that I saw my best friend's body at his open casket funeral was the day I fucking realized. This is far deeper. You and me, we're connected. We are 2 things sitting here together. These bodies don't mean shit. But whatever else we have to offer is much deeper. And the fact that everybody thinks that knocking people off is just going to keep solving our problems. You're digging a grave that you're not prepared to fucking fill.
You're knocking those people over, but there's a bigger dog coming up right behind it. And that's what happened with Charlie. It's the other people coming right behind him. They're more, like I said, I'll say more right wing, more not vicious, but more no filters.
Yeah.
They're just gonna take people off, but those guys don't care.
People are going to start not caring right now. And again, I'm not right. I'm not left. Just like you, we decided or whatever. I don't support what's coming because that's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is that we're supposed to fucking, again, work together and talk to solve our problems. But that's clearly going out the fucking window.
And you know
Very
what?
obviously.
A lot of people saw what happened and they understand now what Charlie was saying.
I hope that there's more people that are opening their eyes than there is not. Because it's getting scary.
I saw something that there's 2.4 million registered voters that left the Democratic Party.
No shit.
I don't know if it's 100% true, but
Well,
like I said, I wish everybody the best.
I mean, I do too, but
It's just I feel the energy, man. I feel the energy, and
shit's heavy.
it's crazy.
Shit's heavy, and it's not going to be good, man. I don't have any interest in doing it. I really fucking don't. And it's so defeating as one person in this.
I seen the other side. I see both sides. One side, they think they know what they're doing. I seen the other side. Those guys know what they're doing.
Right, and that's not good.
But they know how to control themselves.
Right.
They know how to control their emotions. The other side,
Can
they get mad when they get freaking skim milk and their non-fat latte, whatever.
Can you imagine in a perfect world, dude, that we still have everybody that wants to express themselves in their own fucking whatever weird ways? I don't care, really, how you go about your daily life. If there was one piece of this life that would encourage the fuckers that are getting ready to start mowing people down to teach the people that want to act weird, what does that fucking world look like? Everybody is individual. So if everybody was still individual, but educated together, and I know what I'm asking for is seemingly impossible.
There's only one person that can think he's like that, and I think it's like Joe Rogan.
Fair enough.
If you see how he is, he's a killer.
He's trying to be the most open-minded person he fucking can be.
He has people from all walks of life come to his podcast.
Right.
He wants to learn about this person. He wants to learn about this person. He wants to learn about you, about me, about all these different persons. And he's had everybody. From the worst on this side to the worst on this side. He's had them all inside his party.
He had Charlie.
Charlie.
You know they argued, dude?
Yeah.
They got to do a heated fucking debate.
Yeah.
Right? And I was listening to the episode that he was having when it happened. And he even admitted in his episode, he said, I didn't like his views. Him and I didn't get along. Maybe not verbatim. Don't quote me. But all he said was...
Oh, when Charlie got shot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw that clip where he was just...
Yeah. I was listening to that episode, and he even acknowledged the fact that whatever the fuck difference in their views that they had...
He was talking to Charlie
Sheen.
Yeah.
That shit was not important. It was not important. They had a conversation. He's like, and that's fine. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, that's the fucking idea. But...
How Charlie said, like, he was shot because he had a different opinion from you.
Yeah. That's the core of it, too, dude. It's just... And I've seen so many of my favorite celebrities and followings and just shit that I watch, whatever. There's a lot of fear for them being able to express theirs as well now. There's a new level of, oh, shit, this opinion might knock me off, right?
Yeah.
And we're not big yet, but by all means, what we're doing is comprehensive. One day that might be a fucking fear for us. Terrifying. Because we talk about some shit that maybe people don't want to hear.
Yeah.
That's a scary fucking thought, dude.
If we had this conversation in the UK, we'd have been in jail.
We'd have been in jail. They don't have the same rights we do.
Nope. You can't. I can't say pork around a Muslim because I go to jail.
That's what I was telling you.
America.
We are so abundantly free here
America is a damn social experiment. Because we got everybody from all walks of life in here.
And it should have went a different way.
And definitely should have a different way.
It was not.
But it all falls down. Do you love America? Yes or no? For me, is I love this country because this country has gave my family
Right.
everything.
Well, you have an individual outlook, which is the beauty of it. You have an outlook that I don't.
And I'll say Mexico didn't give shit to my family, but problems and murder and all this other stuff. I love the country. That's the motherland. That's where my family's from. I'll always have a place for it in my heart, but it did not give nothing to my family. But this country has gave opportunity after opportunity to my family, to my friends, to other people that come here from other places around the world to become somebody.
Right.
That's why we're so great.
You know, one of the hardest things, and I have not accepted this yet, nor do I know that I'll ever be able to. But one of the hardest things to swallow for me personally is the idealism that you can't have good without the fucking bad, right? It's contrast, man, and I, in my heart, don't want to fucking believe that has to be true. And I'm like I said, I'm still not settled on it. I'm not. But I fucking hate thinking about it because if there wasn't this amount of evil, then how would we know what this amount of good looks like?
Yeah.
And I can't. It doesn't sit right with me. I don't like fucking believing that that's really where we have to be. That's really where we have to be.
There was something else evil that happened that day too, man. I don't know if you saw what happened in Dallas. The Indian gentleman that chopped off his girlfriend's head off on camera.
I heard about that shit.
Dude, like
there was a lot of shit. That girl that got attacked on the subway.
Another one.
And it's just
your opinion on that. I mean, people have different opinions on that, but she was coming from work. It's crazy, man. Like.
It all just takes me to a place of I don't know. That's my personal end result is I have a lot less answers than I would fucking like to at this point.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand what's going on. Like I really don't fucking understand what's going on. And I probably won't. That's part of I think this particular part of our conscious journey is that I'm not going to understand things yet. I say yet. And I hope that's true. Do I want to? Fuck yeah, dude. I'm over wondering. I'm fucking so over watching this shit unfold, right? I don't know how many... making a bad choice makes me feel terrible inside and out. How in the fuck does half the shit unfold that unfolds without some kind of a personal repercussion? I have so many more questions that I could just sit here and unfold, dude, but it's getting old.
It's a pretty messed up world, man.
But
It's a messed up world, but this is something that I heard from a gentleman that I follow a lot of motivational videos and stuff like that, but I need it because in the 5 a.m. in the morning, every day, Monday to Friday, go to the gym. Mm-hmm. I need something to freaking stab me in the side to get up. But this gentleman said, if you walk into a room with Jesus on your side, you're going to walk in that room like the badass person that you are.
I like it.
I was like, okay. Or whatever you believe. You know, it's just Jesus. But if you believe in other gods, cool. But my God is Jesus Christ. And I will always say that. Some people might not like it. Okay, cool. But that's my belief. If you have a different belief, awesome. Cool. Right. We can still be friends. We can still go eat together on the same table. And
it's really, truly incredible how simple that is.
It's as simple as that, man.
But it's the most complicated thing for a lot of people to accomplish.
And that's their issue. But if there's more people like us that were able to hang out together, you come from a different world, I come from a different world, you're a different skin color, I'm a different skin color.
Right.
You like Dodges, I like Fords.
The fucking
It's like,
epitome of everything
but
that
I don't
needs
know
to
about Dodge, but
the epitome of everything that needs to happen is sitting right fucking in front of me.
exactly.
This is it. This is it, baby. This is the end game.
We gotta learn to love each other, even though we don't agree all the time. You know, but the thing is that a lot of people don't know how to do that.
Which
And it's
that's
very
what doesn't compute to me.
And it's very difficult for people to understand that. Look, I have friends from all walks of life.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to correct myself. What doesn't sit right with me is people not trying.
Because they don't.
At the very fucking least, the only thing I ask anybody to ever do, even if you don't understand something or you don't get something or you can't do, no, we're not going to use the word can't either. Fuck that shit. Is just try for me. Try for me. And I will always help and educate. To guide you the best fucking way that I can. And I think everybody should be open to that. To help somebody try. If somebody wants to do better, be better, or cooperate, whatever word that you want to choose is at least fucking try. And if somebody wants that, then don't fucking put them down for it.
Exactly.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're right. You know, like I will give you an example of when I had my car club. We took a group picture. Majority Hispanic. But you had some whites, you had some Asians, you had some blacks, you had a Native American, a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. We all got along.
Yeah, for one common purpose.
We love cars.
Yeah, and that's all you guys took from, and that's all you needed.
We talked a lot of shit to each other because it was part of the whole. It's a part of being a car guy.
Why do I need to dig into you to find one thing that we don't agree on so I can shoot you for it?
Yeah.
Why do I need to do that? I don't.
Like it's different, like, you know, in the car community, we all have our different likes for different builds, right?
Right.
But if I see something, like, I was never a big fan of Hondas, but if I saw a Honda that was sick, I was like, oh, shoot, okay, I salute, you know? But there's so many close-minded people, you know, and on both sides. Because, I don't want to learn, that person looks weird. You know what, something that I learned from being a life insurance agent is that, and even before being a life insurance agent, I learned this by that gentleman, Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V, he said, have empathy, be nice to everybody, even if that person's not nice to you, but, you know, go say hi to that person that's alone. Go say hi, hey, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Even if you go to Walmart and you have that greeter probably has said hi and how are you doing to hundreds of people. Mm-hmm. But if you say hi, you stop and say hi, how are you doing today, miss? Bro, they light up like crazy. I try to do that as much as I can, just to say stop and say have a great day. Mm-hmm. And that's just me because I want to change it up a little bit, you know? And that's also going to help me to bring joy to somebody that probably didn't have anybody to talk to that day.
They may not have talked to anybody positive for a week.
There's so many people. Like I've done Uber a couple of times before, and I've talked to a lot of guys, a lot of people that are alone. You know,
yeah,
it's crazy. They don't have people to talk to. They get into their own little world and they meet the wrong people, and they get stuck in this whole environment where now they're believing a certain way because these people believe a certain way. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's just crazy. But if you have the ability to sit down with somebody that's completely opposite of you, and you want to learn a little bit about them, and you can do that, and they'll let you,
right?
Do it.
I find it incredible when people are willing to do that.
I do that shit all the time,
right? And sometimes even pushing on boundaries a little bit. You know, that's where some of the most crucial education comes from, is asking questions that might be a little fucking like, whoa.
a little bit of my personal side. I dated all different types of women. Mm-hmm. Not just, I dated a majority white because the Hispanics that I grew up with saw the physical and didn't want to be with somebody that was a little on the heavy side. You know? Mm-hmm. I get to Arizona and I meet people that didn't care how I look from the outside, but they care about the way I was inside. Mm-hmm. So then I started dating different outside of my race. I started dating Native Americans. I started dating Asians, blacks, mixed, everything. I learned a little bit about everybody. We're all fucked up in the head.
I mean, everybody has that.
We all have a little bit of screws loose.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from everybody. And I learned a lot from all my friends. Like I said, I have a lot of friends from all walks of life. I learned a little bit from everybody. But if you're able to sit down with a different person that has a different opinion than you, you're going to learn a lot from that person. And that person's going to learn a lot from you. But we're scared to do that.
A lot of people are, man. A lot of people are scared to ask questions.
I know a lot of Mexicans will be scared to talk to you.
You're not wrong.
Because of the way you look.
There's a lot of people that are scared to talk to
me.
me.
Because they probably think that you're racist, you know, because you're probably a hardcore MAGA fan because of the way you look.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will be scared to look at me to talk to me because I look like I just got out of prison or I'm a gangster or I'm a really mean person.
Right.
But we judge we judge people by how they look.
People do.
But we don't want to sit down and have a conversation with them.
Right.
My size will intimidate a lot of people, and especially if I ever grow a beard again, I intimidate the crap out of people. But one thing that I learned when I do look a little bit intimidated, I smile. I try to smile and say, "Hi, how you doing?" And that changes their whole outlook and then, you know. But we just have to sit down with people and have those conversations.
It should be easier than that, but it's just not.
It's yeah, you're right.
People make the audible choice to defy things to make sure that they, whatever the case is, like they don't feel, so they can make sure they're on top, or they don't want to get personal because they want to be on top, and people don't need to know about whatever the fucking stupid case may be. Man, is like it all seems so fucking ridiculous. Because, like I said, there's so much power in numbers, man.
Yeah.
There's so much fucking power in numbers. And it's such an uphill battle that we're trying to accomplish here with this podcast is, like, the things that I want to accomplish and the knowledge that I want to spread and the conviction that I want to spread is, like, it's that of few. That's not true. That's not true. I can't say that because I don't know how many people are trying to be on the same battlefield as we are. But holy shit, man, does it not happen enough?
We're going to push buttons, man.
We're going to push buttons. I'm going to push buttons, and I'm going to push fucking back, too. And at the end of the day, regardless of race, weight, height, sex, fucking religion, I don't give a fuck about any of it. If you find something in your life or you feel it in your heart to make sure that something is going to guide you to be good or to do good or to live better for you or for your other people, then that's what I want for you. That's what I encourage for you.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what it is. I'll have any conversation that anybody wants to have, and especially fucking now for Charlie. Because that's what he wanted. That's what his fucking mission was to have any goddamn I gotta stop saying that right now. This is not the episode to say that shit. But to have any conversation that needs to be had without violence. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to do.
Have those conversations, man.
So I'm going to end it there. And I hope that we can push one person to ask more questions. That's what I want. One more person asking questions for them.
Yeah.
Right? Open your eyes and open your heart because it's a beautiful place.
It is.
We love you.
Thank you, guys.